It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Next on Madden NFL 25.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. This taken from the 12. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Ooh, fired a dart there, but it's not going to be brought in. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Second and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and just 2 to go. Another throw for Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. Again, Mahomes to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally brought down at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And the kick is good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to, and just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Big play. Pushes them beyond midfield. And they'll finally get him down at the 37-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They want to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's Allen out of the pistol. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the air again, Allen. Oh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Well, that short pass gets tipped, and you then don't have much time to react to the catch. But he brings it in anyway to save the completion.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd and short. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Amendola able to put it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return coming here from the 12. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got him, that's Pacheco. He's got a gain of 6 there. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing again, Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention. Let's see what they went with on third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And he sends this one straight up, trying to stick them deep. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And the Bills will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Completed over the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Slot man in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Allen off the play action. He's got it near the 10. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take a 2nd quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 3. Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes on first and 10. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 38. That pass is complete to Kelce. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Allen on 3rd down. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Bills looking for a bigger lead before the break. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Allen. He's on the move. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play breaking the pocket.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen setting up to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Chiefs' offense out to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, it's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
2nd and 1. Kelsey makes the catch. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down. Motioning the tight end now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a one-score game before halftime. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Butker to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Allen. Connection made to Shakir. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. This will end up as a touchback. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. He lofts it deep left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. It's halftime here in Buffalo. The Bills with the lead after 2. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills were led in the first half by their all-world quarterback, Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bills headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Allen. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. They're running the option, short side. Escapes a defender. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
On first down, Allen hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They send him left out of the slot. Throwing now on first down, Allen. He finds Kincaid. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Coleman. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll come up first and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Again, it's Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Amendola able to put it through. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Bass now to kick this away. This is taken in at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. On target to Worthy. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Man in motion here. From the 35 on 2nd down. Hauled in by Worthy. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs start the 2nd half with some needed points. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Butker to try the point after. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts from the goal line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. Allen now on 1st down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Cook. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll run it with Cook. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. This is Cook on the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 13. Catch made right side by Coleman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd down, here's Allen again. Connection made to Coleman. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now run by Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's only 2 on the pickup, and it's an interesting call for them now on 4th down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll go. Allen. And they won't do it. That fall's incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action, Mahomes. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky doesn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we were looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's brought down after a short gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They bring a tight end in motion right. Throwing again, Mahomes. Jukes out a one-stop, and they make the tackle at the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 16. Has him on a quick hitter. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Again, Mahomes to throw. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Another throw for Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Well, we knew this was coming. All touchdowns are reviewed, especially late in a close game like this. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the call's changed to an incomplete pass, and that takes a touchdown off the board. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They bring their tight end left. Looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown.
Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good. And the Chiefs jump in front now by 5. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. And an unfavorable hop is going to cost them as the ball winds up out of bounds inside the landing zone. So it's going to still move up to the 40. First down throw for Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
2nd and 10 now. Coleman with the grab. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. But let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He'll throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Sending a receiver left. To the air again, Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They motion a receiver left. Here he is to throw. Connection made to Shakir. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Back to throw. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw it. This one's caught. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Gotta think this is 4 down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. Has it in close. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Running back sent in motion. To throw again, it's Allen. Flushed out. And they got there in time. He's taken down.
And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So here comes a big play. Bills going for 2. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Man, Brock saw his versatility in back-to-back plays, switching things up. This time he runs it in himself to add 2 to that touchdown strike.
It is so deflating to a defense, so tough to defend a quarterback that first beats you with his arms, and then he puts those 2, as he said, on with his legs. This dude is a true dual-threat difference maker.
This drive will start inside the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And it's on its way and through! He hit it from deep. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Davis. And that return comes to a close, which means buckle up, everybody. We've got some extra football on the way. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. First and 10 now from the 30. Shakir in motion right. Now it's Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on third down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Cook. Jukes one defender. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Putting a receiver in motion. Now Allen off the play action. Hauled in left side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how I don't care. Win, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Allen to throw. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills pull in front. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Kelsey's got it right side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Another throw for Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he breaks out the slide. Didn't want to take a hit, but he is just shy of the 1st down marker.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's Pacheco on 3rd, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Throwing the out route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
From the red zone now. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown.
So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Butker to try the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Chiefs bring it back to even. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Cook calls it in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shakir sent in motion left. From the 31. Gets this to Kincaid. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw. Connection made to Shakir. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
First and 10 from the 41. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Allen. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for Keon Coleman that time. So it'll be 3rd down. looking to throw it. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on fourth down. And he sends this one straight up. He's trying to stick him deep. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Now the Bills use their third and final timeout, as they'll have none remaining in OT. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. From the left hash, 54 yards out. It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And things just got even more exciting here in overtime, folks.
They sure gave him a chance, Kate. They went for the field goal that could have won the game. Safe to say, and this is the hard part about it being a kicker, is that image is going to flash through his head for a long time. But for now, we play on. Let's go.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Allen. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing now. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there. Now to throw. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. So we still can't decide a winner in this one. Let's reset that clock and do it all over again. What do you say? Another overtime is coming your way. They've got first down from the 31. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. Just a little too offline, and it clangs off the right upright. No good. And we're going to keep playing on in OT.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. And they send a man in motion. Allen looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Has some daylight through the 40. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Big moment for Tyler Bass here. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick is good. He got it! And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills as we say so long from Buffalo.